So, Jeepers Creepers. So, on this blessed and gifted Fantastic Friday with the Lord, you know, God is good for better and for worse. And again, surfing through Instagram does have its immense positives. You know, seeing other people live their blessed lives, and also seeing just some creativity and some inspiration from other, student athletes and so on and so on. God is good for better and for worse. So one of the top things that I want to express to people, one of the top things that's been on my mind or just hit my mind within this last hour, is the fact being, don't mean to make everything about me, but I'm telling you, one of the biggest things that I regret about not being there during the school day for any of these kids is that I'm not there during the school day to support them, to encourage them, and to mentor them through Christ, which should us all to our better Jesus cultivation tomorrow, and so on. Now, the shortened version of that is I'm not there to support these kids, give them motivational support during the day, because as I've told you before, I've read countless horror movie school reviews telling me that these kids are not getting any support, any love, any encouragement during the day, which is why these kids go home probably to the same conditions, if not very similar conditions, if not even drastically worse conditions, feeling like there's no hope in this dark, fallen, twisted world of ours. And from that standpoint on, that's why you find kids committing suicide left and right the ways that they do at times, depending on who they are and so on and so on. Committing suicide at times. That's why you find some of them cutting themselves at times, doing whatever self-harm, self-damage, or just, with drugs and alcohol, the abuse of drugs and alcohol, and more. And those are the reasons that I'm telling you our school system is more responsible for these kids' lives than they realize. And they, like I say, they play a huge factor, a huge part in why our culture, why our youth is where they are today. If you were to personally ask me, they play a huge part, a huge role in why our youth are where they are today. I really believe and I really want more youth, to wake up and understand that God, where God created you to be, or who God created you to be, more so. Who God created you to be, who God created you to be, where God created you to be, or who God created you to be, where God placed you, and what is His plan for you. One of the top things that I regret about not being there during the school day is because over the last 2 years at Nice, I've heard the drastic stories about how big of a downfall we've come in just everything since I left, since I graduated in part of class 18. People definitely told me Nice is not the same. It's not the same Nice that you went to school with. Even when I was there, it was already on the downfall. And the difference is I was able to mask most of those, scars because I was such a good person and I went around and I did my ambassador job helping to heal, support, encourage, and motivate everybody. So I was able to heal/mask some of those scars and disappointments. Without me, there's not really anybody there doing my job, or at least half my job. This is what I presume. And, I'm a superstar for a reason. I'm a rock star for a reason, or a superstar with a rock star personality. And I do believe that God is, again, tremendously good where He's blessed me to be, and, the people He's blessed me to, touch and give back to in so many different, beautiful, creative, artsy, intelligent ways. I do want everybody else to understand because, like I said, I'm consistently posting more and more videos, obviously, as you see on this YouTube channel. By the way, I can't post any more music on this YouTube channel because the server that I was using on my iPad to post music all this time has now crashed and won't return. So I gotta now reutilize my SoundCloud. So it's Younglings Nation, and eventually I'll start that song and story series that I told y'all about with broadcasting, with posting a vlog like this about the story of the song and posting the link to the song in the description. I'll definitely do that for you all because I'm still serious about putting together albums. You can put together albums on SoundCloud, of course, but I'm still serious about putting together albums. I'm still serious about continuing my work as an artist, as a musician, and this is exactly, again, what I want to do as I'm turning 22 years old on June the 11th, and I just want to keep on growing in this to the best of my God-first willing and able abilities. But definitely to all parents and other future children that might view this, because, like I said, I got 2 softball showcases over the next 2 weekends with Stealth, and I'm so happy, I'm so exhilarated and excited to know that I'm supporting such a lovely team, and I'm going going to be out there with just a bunch of lovely young ladies over the next 2 weeks, doing my job, supporting and encouraging them like I've been doing in Nice and Valley Ridge over the last couple of years, and so on. Actually, over Nice over more than the last couple, but you get the point about what I'm saying there. And I really look forward to, just growing this brand, because one of the top things that I've learned over the last couple of days is that next school year for me, even though I'm not an official licensed teacher by any means necessary, and even though I'm not, anybody's principal, anybody's dean, whatever you were to call it, next year for me is more than about academics for these kids. Way more than about academics. I'm going to be posting all about it on NJ to the City News, the Instagram. Look that up. Next year is more than about academics for me. We got to start having these uncomfortable conversations with all our kids in school and out of school about some of these, if not race relations, definitely human rights relations. We have to, because I'm telling you, the school is still a groundbreaking, finding point to success. We can't keep ignoring our kids, can't keep ignoring the broken education system on so many different levels, not just with, pay gap of teachers and et cetera, et cetera. We got to get down to the root of what we're teaching our kids in these schools and how we're treating them and how we're handling their issues, rather than just turning a blind eye because it doesn't fit in with our paycheck description. Or job description, paycheck budget, whichever, phrase you were to use there. For me, this upcoming school year is about, once again, traveling to as many different schools as I can, be a part of as many public school events as I possibly can, to indeed, volunteer, give back, help, and obviously the volunteering, like I say, with this is different than the volunteering during the day. There's a reason why I said public events. I just show up and I help out with whatever they need me to help out with, because I want to keep on helping people. I want to keep on encouraging children. I want to keep serving more children. That's what this brand is continuously being built upon in the near future, let alone right now. Let's serve more children. I'm sorry, I'm not into the biases. I'm not into the garbage. Let's serve more children in Christ's name, and which you should us. Let's do that. I live in the state of Florida, and I'm about giving back to this state. I'm about giving back to other states and communities. But definitely, let me start again where I call home first. Right here in Jacksonville, or right here in Knockety, right down the road in Jacksonville, in St. John's, Duval, other surrounding counties like Clay, Nassau, you name it. Let's just do what we got to do. Let's stop it with the garbage. Let's stop it with the baiting, with the race baiting, that is. Let's get on to some real stuff with Jesus. And that's what, the NJ to the City News, one of the newest NJ to the City slogan is, news that brings you closer to Jesus. Let's get on to that, shall we? But I'm not joking when I say it. One of the top biggest regrets that I have of not being there during the day anymore, as a school student, but definitely, had to graduate sometime, but definitely towards now, not as a volunteer, is I'm not there to motivate these kids. These kids need motivation. They need healing. They need support. They need encouragement. And I'm so heartbroken every day when I think about this topic, which I haven't really thought about it too much more often like I used to. But I'm so not happy about that I'm not there. Actually, probably is why I haven't thought about it, because the kids ain't been in school for the last 2.5 months. Maybe that's why I ain't thought about it. The kids ain't been in school for the last 2.5 months, for the most part, so I had nothing to regret. I had nothing to regret anymore. School's been out for the last 2.5 months. I had nothing to regret when it, when it came to not being there during the day anymore. But that's one of the top things that I regret, is not being there during the day to comfort, to support, to heal, and to mentor these kids through whatever they're going through. Because I'm obviously telling you, that's one of the top things that we're missing in today's society and education system. So once again, to also go into a more vague analysis of that, it's not to say your boy's never going to college, like I literally talk about one of my newest songs. I'm going to college eventually, because I need to get back eventually somehow, some which way, into whatever school that they permit me to, be in. I don't really want to be a teacher, but that's what I have to do to get back. Then I'll do it, and I'll, pretending I hate the bad grades, which I'm grading, because my students don't get what I'm teaching them. I'll pretend not to hate it. But, that's what this is. You got to start somewhere. We got to start somewhere with helping heal these kids and helping bring out the godly best in them. We got to start somewhere. And I've definitely been a leader for that over the last few years, and this is definitely more of a time than any to keep on driving that progress, keep on driving that accountability, keep on driving that narrative, because I'm telling you, where else are we gonna go if we don't drive these narratives and help eradicate some of these issues? Where are we gonna go? Ask yourself that. Where are we gonna go? Now, definitely, God bless Black power. God bless Black empowerment, Black employment, and more. But I'm definitely gonna assure you that my heart is centered more towards, once again, the further advance of all people, no matter what color you are. I really, for the most part, as I've said before, can care less about race. That's not to say, once again, when it's staring me right in the face, I just willingly ignore it. When it's staring me right in the face, I try to godly acknowledge it and try to work with it the best way I can. But I'm definitely saying I'm more so towards the further advance of all people. Let's see what we can do for the further advance of all people, to help all people heal. And that's one of the top 10 people who don't really understand. My purpose has to understand. This ain't, I'm not centering this brand with, my name, NJ to the City. I'm not centering this brand around, just around helping a particular group of people. I'm centering this brand around for the further advance of all people. And if you can't get that, then again, you need to, dare I say, check the Bible and what it says to love thy neighbor as thyself, or do something else that I, can't really, phrase right, or can't really word right. Actually, I knew what a word I wanted to say, but I didn't want to be that offensive. And I want all kids and all parents, who watch these videos of which I post, because I got these stealth showcases. I got these business cards I'm going to be passing out to all these kids and their parents over these next 2 weekends and more, because this is a big part of what I got to do. Let me grow this brand, let me grow this impact, grow this movement, let me serve more children, and let's all godly get along together, because I know what I'm willing to do, what I want to do, and I just want to be there for more kids, and I want to help their families get ahead. I'm here to instill, I'm telling you, all kids out there that look at this video, look at several of the videos on the channel. I'm here to work with you. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to work with you. I'm here to empower you. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to demonize and negatively beat you down and do whatever else garbage that you're probably accustomed to and used to. I'm here to instill in you some godly common sense and some godly wisdom for your better tomorrow, for the further advance of all people. That's what this is for me. That's what the NJ to the City brand is built upon, for anything and everything, whatever cause, that it is. That's what I'm here to do. My cause is youth development. My number one cause here I can think of is youth development. And that's what I care so deeply and emotionally about. I mean it when I say that my love for children has got to be nurtured, not destroyed. If it's destroyed, then that's, you just lost a great pioneer to that cause. So let it be nurtured, and let me go out there and fill these kids with God's love, and as they fill me off, obviously, with the same thing, God's love. Because you can't put a price tag on inner peace. One of the top things I want all kids to watch this video, and the parents to understand, you can't put a price tag on inner peace. And I've said that in several songs, and I'll be saying it in many more. You cannot put a price tag on inner peace. If you think you can, you'll be forever lost and probably forever broke. Spiritual, that is. You might not care about spirituals, but I'm telling you, wake up and realize, look at the world you live in today. Look at the news. You better care about something when it comes to God and Jesus, because that's the only thing that's going to save you at this point. The evidence couldn't be more clearer that if you don't get involved with the spirituals, how else are we going to heal? How else? I never said people had to be the most spiritual like myself, but you got to get involved with something bigger than yourself if you want to play a part in the good in humanity versus the bad, versus the nasty versus the ugly. Again, help heal the nasty and the ugly. Help heal the bad and horrific. Help heal all these social ills. Help heal them. Not continuously keep them going just because all you care about is money. Money's important to essential modern day living and life. But again, don't let that money shape you, make you, or mold you. Let God shape you, make you, and mold you into your best self through Him, which strengthens you each and every day. So I probably got more ways to explain this, and if I don't, I'll just shoot videos about other topics. So your boy the man, NJ to the City, put the number 2 in CO. Peace. God bless.